if there's a way you could curtail that, it seems like you would do it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it seems to me, right? And I'm curious. Let me ask you this: would you say that the tax code has gotten more lenient toward the rich over time? About the same? Has it always been this way? Like, if I go back to the early '80s or something like that, would I see the same extreme opportunities for them for those who own businesses and make investments to write off taxes?
Actually, when your current president came in back in like 2017 or so, he decreased a lot of the write-offs that we were used to. In fact, at that point, I was almost mad because I was like, all the good stuff for W-2 people went away. And that
Okay.
was very irritating for me. But the business stuff, I was waiting to see what happened, but there was nothing. It stayed right about the same.
So,
Um,
so you're saying that the president, who's a businessman himself, he kept the tax benefits for
business.
investors, business owners, and the
Hmm.
wealthy, and
Yes,
eliminated a lot of the breaks for working class, middle class people. Is that right?
that's it. You're right.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
and it's so fascinating, because it almost seems that a critical aspect of wealth building is to really understand the difference in your reality if you're able to write all those things off versus when you
Hmm.
just think that they're going to take a percentage of your check just because the interesting thing to me, Larissa, is if you have a job, there's a lot of expenses that you pay, to be able to do your job. First
Yes,
off, a lot of people spend $100,000 just going to school to learn how to do their job and going to college and
right.
all that. And then
Hmm.
you have just the regular expenses of, buying your clothes and the transportation and just day to day, whatever it is, right? The lunch, food and all that, right? And it seems to me when you have the business structure set up, you're able to kind of connect those expenses to your ability to do your job. And so if your work is kind of like your life, then you're kind of writing off your life, a big
That's
chunk
it.
of it. Right.
That's the
Okay.
key. That's what you do.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I always used to I think what got my attention with that was when I started to understand. I never understood how people afford jets and yachts and stuff like that. And then when I eventually I figured out, I was like, oh, I get it. They're buying everything at a discount, right? So like right now, from what I understand this year, they did something pretty extraordinary with depreciation, right?
That's true.
So,
It's
so
now
what
back
was
to,
that?
well, again, the president took it away back in 2017, but now it's back to 100% depreciation the first year. You can write off everything. So if you bought a house, a jet, whatever, um, even though you have not paid the entire amount off, you can still get a 100% write off for the total cost of the property, the jet, the boat, whatever it is that you're using in your business. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty wild. Have
Yeah,
they ever done that before?
yeah, several times, many, many, many times. It has
Wow.
saved a lot of people a lot of money, cars on their cars and stuff like that. But yeah, it's great write-off because it'll decrease whatever you would have owed to zero.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay. So let me ask you this then.